So, welcome to the Node classes. This is the first class we are going to see. In the last class, we have seen the roadmap of Node. Most of the roadmap. Okay. Today, we are going to see what is the purpose of Node. First of all, we write programs to do some task or some work on our computer. What kind of work we generally do through programs? For example, there is a program called Paint. What does it do? It can create some graphic paint. There is a program called Photoshop. What does it do? Photoshop. Have you ever heard about that Photoshop? No. Okay, cool, relax. Photoshop will edit your photos. Okay. There is a program called Instagram. What does it do? It will make up no, that is Snapchat, huh? Sorry, I don't know. So they will apply some filters. They will create some. They will modify your images or live stream or Zoom is a program. What does it do? It will conduct meetings. It will broadcast your images. Sorry, your screen. It will broadcast your video to the end audience. So these are all what programs. What are the other programs you worked with? ఎప్పుడైనా యూస్ చేశారా వేరే ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఏమైనా? చేసే ఉంటాం కానీ చెప్తే కరెక్టా కాదు. యా స్నేహల్, సవిత, హ్యావ్ యూ ఎవర్ యూజ్డ్ ఎనీ అదర్ ప్రోగ్రామ్? చెప్పు గజాల, చెప్పు.
Teams.
Themes, okay.
Teams, yes.
Hey, Chrome is itself a program. Chrome is a program, isn't it? MS Word. Word is a program. What does it do? MS Word, or are you? MS Word, okay na? MS Word. MS Word ఏం చేస్తుంది? It will create. What does it do? It will create documents. So they are the programs, but those programs are executables. But those, okay, fine, leave it. They are programs. Okay, calm down. They are programs. No, I'm sorry. They are programs. Those programs cannot be directly understood by your operating system. So you need something called platform. And that platform for Windows is called Win32. Win32. There are certain programs which will run only on that is called as .NET environment. C# is the programming language. What is .NET? It's a framework. It's a framework is one correct answer. Second thing is it's a platform. It will convert your programs to machine understandable code. And machine cannot directly execute the program. Is it clear? Even Zoom in MS Word. Have you ever experienced any error like MS Word need .NET framework in your computer kind of error? Never? You are missing this DLL, you are missing that DLL. Okay, good. If you are not experienced, means you have not clicked so many times. Ante meer ekkuva you have not touched the computer. Only this much and I'll leave this. That's what. If so, if you really experiment with your computer, then you might have gone through all these things. Okay, fine. Now JavaScript is the program. I repeat, JavaScript, we have a program. Those JavaScript programs will be executed on what? JavaScript programs ekkada execute avutayi? Where JavaScript programs will be executed? In Kobarbondal shop. No. In juice shop. Samosa shop. Sorry. చెప్పు మరి యాడ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతాయి. You're right. You're right. Very good. Where JavaScript programs will be executed? Browser. Browser will understand. Computer can't understand the JavaScript. Try run. Who are you, man? Who the hell are you? Sir, असमीज में कुछ बोलो उन लोगों को. Sorry, everyone. I am Arabic. Now I am watching some series. Okay. For some time I am Arab. Okay. So you don't understand that language, right? The same way JavaScript, if you try to execute the JavaScript in your computer, it feels like, I don't know, who the hell are you? Simple, right? So we need some platform to understand the JavaScript, which will convert that the platform will convert the JavaScript into operating system, understandable operating system code. To execute JavaScript on the operating system, what do we want? Come on. Operating system. First of all, those people who are very new to computer science, don't worry. Okay. Those people who studied 4 years computer science also, they don't know anything about computer science. You need not to worry about it. Both are same. And ultimately they'll laugh at that. So that is the standard we have. Aerospace, right? Don't worry. No. ఓకే అక్కడ ఏయు మంచి మంచి పీపుల్ వీళ్ళందరినీ మస్తు సెట్ చేసారు కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్. ఓకే, సో because they don't know what is platform, they completed C++, Java. If I ask them why Java is called as platform independent, what is your answer? నేను కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ కాదని చెప్పకు. Okay, why Java is platform independent? So once you write the Java program, once you compile the Java program and you get object code, right? The .class file, that class bytecode, I'm sorry, bytecode or class file. That class file can be executed on any computer in the world if they have JRE, Java Runtime Environment. But if you compile a C program, and which will give you, eventually it will give you an object code, but that object code cannot be executed on Ubuntu. For Ubuntu, you have to generate a separate file. For Solaris, you have to generate a separate file. The best computer, Mac, you should have a separate file. My bad. Okay. For Mac, you need a separate file. For Ubuntu, you need a separate file. The object code cannot be used on all these machines. That means it is not independent. If you write the code for Windows, it will work only for Windows. If you write the code for Ubuntu, it will only work for Ubuntu. Even the extensions are also different. Okay. But if you write some Java code, that is same .class. Okay. But unfortunately, that's not a great thing, because Java ultimately failed on that aspect. They tried with a very beautiful device, software called NetBeans, Eclipse. That entire software developed in Eclipse. There is a software called Eclipse, just like Visual Studio Code. They developed it, but unfortunately, what happened? The code size itself 20 GB, and it is deadly slow. Over, no? Same file. You can use the same code for NodeJS as well as, for the Windows as well as the Ubuntu, even Mac, Solaris. Everywhere you can use the same software, but it's slow. So Java failed on that platform independent ability, but application level, not as a product level. That is why I should not, as a desktop level applications, Java failed miserably. But web applications, Java got a great success. Okay. So that is platform independent. Why platform independent? Every program will be converted into the class file that will be executed by JRE. So what is the platform here to execute Java object files, Java class files? JRE. What is that meaning? Java runtime environment. Amaya. The same way, JavaScript can also execute on the computer. But what do we are missing? In the browser, we are able to execute, but directly on the computer means in the browser, you can execute, no doubt in it. But what are the limitations? That JavaScript program cannot start your computer, cannot shut down your computer, cannot read files, cannot write files. It can select files and it can upload, but it cannot modify files. Is your JavaScript capable enough to read Excel file and do something? No. So Java is unable to do lot of file related work. So that JavaScript cannot do that file related work. The same way, because of this missing thing, JavaScript cannot convert with cannot talk with the database management systems. Sir, you are thinking, okay, JavaScript is working on browsers. That is well and good, na? What is your problem? Knee problem enti? Wait. Suppose you have to develop backend applications also. So what you are supposed to do? You have to go back and learn Java for backend. Why? Because on the server side or on the hosting side, you need a programming language, right? Enduku? Why? To interact with the database. That is the first problem. Direct JavaScript cannot interact with the database. So Riandal, a developer, developed a small engine called Node.js. What does it do? It will allow the JavaScript to execute on hardware, direct, not on the browser, on the hardware. Okay. So it is something like you bring your friend. So that friend is allowed only to the your front room. Okay, that is front end, only front end. He can have only tea. That's it. But what Riandal did? चलो अंदर जाएंगे table पे. Okay, he took the JavaScript, entered into dining table, and now JavaScript started going to kitchen. JavaScript started going into bedroom. JavaScript started bathing also. Okay, JavaScript entered into the picture. JavaScript is now capable to interact with databases. JavaScript is capable to interact with what the hell? Operating system. JavaScript can interact with network. Files, yes, main important files, sockets. JavaScript can interact with the entire OS. You don't know. We are going to develop, of course, you can see a product from Edupoly where JavaScript will use Electron.js. There is one more thing called Electron.js where we develop desktop applications. Okay. We have a solution where that is available only for Windows. They want to create that solution for Mac. But they don't want to rewrite the entire code. They want only one solution which will work on any device. And they don't want to go to Java. VS Code made on? Yes. VS Code, our lovely VS Code made on Electron. So the same way we are going to develop, maybe 1 or 2 years, you'll see that from our company. But right now, what you are able to understand, Node.js allowed JavaScript to walk through. I mean to say, Node.js allowed the JavaScript to interact with the databases, files, operating system, network, so many things. Okay. So if you are interested, if you are patient, first of all, if you are patient more than anything, I want to develop a web application where we all guys can chat in a common platform by using socket programming. Okay. But that will happen only if you properly do all the assignments in time. Otherwise, I had to conclude only the basics straight away. One person is also here. Generally, I teach RxJS only one day in the Angular classes. But some people were there, they're very enthusiastic. I taught 7 days for RxJS only because they are ready. If you are ready, I am ready to give you anything. I can speak anything in that class. But in this class, I mean to say, I'm not ఎవరిని తప్పు పట్టట్లేదు, బట్ బేసిక్స్ నుంచి వెళ్తా. ముందే disclaimer ఇచ్చేసాను. I gave the disclaimer very clearly. That is, this class is for freshers and it will go like that only. But if you do the exercises, I am ready to teach you socket programming, WebSockets, communication, event handling, streaming, how YouTube play the videos, how the video stream comes, how HTML5 video can be played, how you can forward it, how you can backward. Player these questions. This is all coming from streams, but you need that agility. Okay, definitely we'll go to that level. Okay, but if you allow me, I will put it in the middle only. But if you don't allow me, I have to teach in the end with some people. Okay, but do it. It's a very interesting thing. Node.js will execute the JavaScript directly on the machine. First thing. So shall I write JavaScript directly on the machine? For that, I need something called 20.9.0. Okay. Just I don't know. I do get that image or not. Node.js 0.10. I don't know whether I get that image or not. देखते because they gave a very wrong definition in the beginning days. It said like backend JavaScript. That actually troubled a lot of backend developers, I mean learners. Okay, if I don't get it, let us leave this. Node.js, they said Node.js, they initiated something like Node.js framework. Unfortunately, it is not actually a framework, it's a platform. Okay, Express.js is a framework. I don't know, somehow they gave a lot of wrong notations, wrong inputs to the people, and Riandal finally left Node.js. Now Node.js is actually not under Riandal. He created Dino. Node ki opposite enti NODE Dino. No, I gave a misconception in the Node.js. I want to correct it. Anjepi, he created another platform, but it is not working. Dino, I heard it from so long, but it's not working. Anyways, this platform should be installed in your computer. And now we are in 20.90, where I am working from 0.10. అప్పటి నుంచి చేస్తున్నది దీని మీద నేను. I understand this. So what are the changes I came across? What are the changes I have seen in Node.js? They're all very, very beautiful. Okay, let us see. Okay. So download it, install it, and test it. And test it. How do you test whether you have Node.js or not? Node hyphen, we already, I have the 20.8. Let's see if we get a problem. And for the React.js developers, guys, if you have any problem, don't use create React app. Okay, already I have given a video for how do you solve the problems of create React app if you are having any React installation issues. With that, lot of people are getting benefited. Otherwise, use Vite, VIT. Okay, Vite. Select the JavaScript version. Don't select TypeScript or all those things. Simple Vite version, and you can start using it. Even that video also I have given. Okay, but don't worry. Let us see. Node is there, right? That means I can run JavaScript code on my computer. So how can I run this? What is a batch running? 29. Okay. NEM 29. Node Express Mongo 29. So here I would like to create that basic program, that is intro.js, where A is equal to 100, where B is equal to 100, console.log of A plus B. So to execute this program, what actually I need, can I run this program directly on the browser? One second. If I click on go live, what happened? It opened it as a file. And if you click on intro.js, what it is doing, it is not executing it. It is just printing on it. So what do you need to execute that program on the browser? You need a HTML. Okay. My HTML.html, something like that. And what I'm supposed to do here? మనం ఏమన్నా మంత్రాలు చదువుతున్నాం, గట్టి చదవ స్క్రిప్ట్. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఇంక్లూడ్ దట్. ఏం లేదు సార్, మీరు మాట్లాడితే ఆ కీవర్డ్స్ మీ మైండ్లోకి తిరుగుతూ ఉంటే మీరు చెప్తారు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో. ఓకే, so here I had to include that script file in the HTML page by using script src is equal to intro.js. So if I run this program, then it will run the JavaScript file eventually. So directly JavaScript cannot be executed on browser. This is cut. You need HTML. Understood? Right? You need HTML page, right? But here, as I told you, if you have Node.js can execute side by side. It has that capability, na? How? Yes, let us see. Can I open a terminal? Where we are, CD. Here, that means I was in NEM29 folder. So CD NEM29, then node space file name. What is the name of the file? Intro.html, not my HTML.html. Intro.js, not HTML. Intro.js. See this? Wow. What it did? Simply it is able to run the JavaScript file on command prompt or else directly on the machine. So now I don't need HTML anymore. Cut it. Gar chale jao. Get out from the motherland. Okay. So here, see, I don't need always the terminal. Close it. Because Visual Studio Code will also provide you the terminal, right? How to open the terminal? 3 నిమ్మకాయలు 3 నిమ్మకాయలు 2 అగరబత్తీలు. How to open the terminal? Control backtick or else go to view and terminal. Okay, fine. Now I am in that folder. కనపట్లేదా? ये problem solve करना यार. Okay. NEM29 here node space intro.js. Okay. So now I would like to change the values. I want to see the output now. What does it do? Again, I had to compile and I had to see the, again, I had to execute the program and I had to see the output. Isn't it? Here is a problem. Problem nedu. Pratisari, changes, whatever the changes you have made it on the program, what you are supposed to do, you have to, again and again, you have to re-execute the. So what I can do is I have a special package called Nodemon. 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 That Nodemon tool will help us to watch the program. So don't worry. Shall we see this? How to install it? npm install -g Nodemon. Nodemon. Once you press enter, it will be automatically installed in a global level. Don't install it local level. npm I Nodemon is wrong. Ardhamainda? npm I-g Nodemon is right. Once you install Nodemon, you can run the code with Nodemon intro.js. So Nodemon watching star. That means any file name dot any extension. Watching, of course, extensions JS, MJS, and JSON. And it started clean. Okay. Now it is not stopping. Earlier, once you executed node space intro.js, it executed and it stopped. But now it's waiting. Isn't a change? As soon as you save this, what happened? What happened? Nodemon observed the change in the file and it will re-execute node space intro.js. You need not to type again. Is it good? No? Okay. If you don't say that answer now, I will bless you. Nodemon will not installed in your computer. Then you will understand the problem. Bless చేయనా Nodemon మీకు ఇన్స్టాల్ కాకూడదు అని అప్పుడు తెలుస్తుంది Nodemon please Nodemon uninstall. Okay, so Nodemon will watch the file and whatever the changes you made, it will be automatically executed and it will give you the output. Will it good? Be good. Right. Chalo. So now you understood we write JavaScript programs and we directly execute it in Node.js. Okay. But the worry is, in some of the books, they will say that REPL, read, evaluate, process, and loop. REPL. What the hell is this? REPL and 80. Enduku manaku REPL. Yeah. So REPL is nothing but it's a shell where you can directly write JavaScript instructions and it will execute line by line. Yeah, I know you heard too much, right? Let us see. Just I would like to stop it. Shortcut pata chala. I want to stop the Nodemon now. How can I stop the Nodemon? Go stop. No. Control plus C. What is that command? Control plus C. Control plus C stop the Nodemon watching and all right now. Directly types node and enter. Can you see something here? It's called shell or else it's called prompt. It's waiting for your instructions to be given. So can I type what is 12 into 4? What is that? Bonda? What is the square root of 625? I don't know. Math dot sqrt number math 624. The answer is 25. Shall I write a for loop for where I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. It will automatically give you open bracket console.log of I. Is it okay? Actually, you can also read the values from the prompt also, but you need lot of interrupts. There are so many keywords you need to understand. System.in. Okay, right now I am not touching that point. You can read the values. You can already I have evaluated it. 10 plus 20. What is I am doing there? I am evaluating 10 and 20. Processed. Is it processed or not? 10 plus 20 process అవ్వలేదా అవ్వకుండానే వస్తుంది అది math dot sqrt of 625. Is it not processed? Processed. After that, I have given you an example for looping. Are we able to do the looping? Yes. All these are all happening, possible. That's how you can able to understand this whole process. Set up. Okay, but we don't use much of this REPL. But some of the I give you and I'll ask you to read the complete textbook. No questions. Okay. So there you will see all of them. So obviously you need it. Chalo. Again, how to stop this prompt? Control C. Control C is over. Chalo. Again, I have to start. Yeah. Now what we have to understand. See, guys. Basically, what Node can do, it will execute the JavaScript directly on the computer. Okay. But what else I can do in the Node.js? I can interact with my computer. What do you mean by interacting with the computer? Karthik, do you ever interact with anybody? Have you ever interacted with Lohit? Huh? Acha? How you started interacting? Directly you took his purse, you take 400 rupees, chalo, let us watch some movie. Aise bol. Did you do that? No. Then how did you start? the interaction? I am Karthik. No, what is your name? So while you are interacting with your computer, you should know some basic understandings, right? How to interact. That is, there are certain objects which are directly available. They are called globals. You can make use of those globals and you can print something. Okay. So let me write down. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me write down. Console.logout __ dir name. Nodemon space intro.js. It already gave the answer. You don't know that. Users Praveen, users slash Praveen slash name 20. dir name gives you the directory name. This is a global which is available directly to you. Do you have this kind of constants in your global constants or global values in JavaScript? Normal HTML based JavaScript? No, we have directly here. Got it? Chalo. Next, the same way, you can also use file name. As soon as I saved it, you can see this. It gave you the file name also, current file name. So these kind of things will be available in the Node.js. But we have a way. I just introduced you. So just like how Karthik interacted with Lohit as I just said, hi, what's your name? My name is intro.js. Yeah, that's what it said, right? What is your direct account? Where do you stay? प्रगति नगर. ओके ऐसे बोलना चाहिए. ओके प्रगति नगर. Okay, so like this you have to say that, right? Okay, where do you stay? In this hostel at this side, no? So you have to say like this. So where do you stay? This hostel. Okay, nice. So these all things, these which is the directory you are in, that is also available by __ dir name. Chalo, next. We need to follow a textbook. Sir. Without textbook, no way. Because React is something like the number of concepts are less. Application is more. Node.js is not like that. Number of concepts are more. You should know more number of concept. Application is there, but if you don't have that, you can't. Understood? So let us start this. Launching, read, evaluate, print, loop, all these things. And after that, launching Node.js script here. Hello, is it okay? And then Node.js process information. So here, you can write a program where you can access the process information from that program. Kangaru padakandi. Just now, I have shown you two global variables. Now I am going to show you global objects. When it is about a global object, you need not to import anything. If it is globally available, use it. Calm down. SQRT. SQRT. Is it a function? Can I directly use SQRT in my code? What happened? SQRT is, come on. నాకు చెప్పాలి ఇది. Not defined. మీరు చెప్పండి. Because You cannot use sqrt directly. What you are supposed to do? Math dot sqrt. You have to say this. Okay. But alert prompt in normal JavaScript. Parseint. I want some. So for example, console.log of parse int of so what does the parseint do? It will pick up the numeric value out of the given string and it will print it. Can you see 4834 as the output here? Actually, parseint is also an object, is a function coming from an object, but you need not to write that object. Parseint is a window object function. Of course, that you understood it in the JavaScript. Some people will understand future. Okay. So this is need not to be written like that. Alert is from window object, which is called as global object. Which is called as global object. So global object or global objects, you need not to import or you need not to have the extension. Here you need not to import. I'll show you what to do. But analogy is a mistake. Console.log of process.id, PID. Actually, process is also a global object. Process is also a global object. Sir, here I am using process dot no. I am using it only because I want to access it. Otherwise, you can directly access it, process. Yes, why not? Here it is. It is giving you complete process information. What is process? Electronics. Computer science వాళ్ళు చెప్పినా చెప్పకపోయినా electronics చెప్పండి. What is process? Program under execution. They work on microcontrollers and microprocessors and they don't know what this process. Good. These people programs only. No. You don't worry. We are computer science. మంచిదమ్మా ఊరికే మరి ఏదో ఒక ఫన్ ఉండాలి కదా ప్రాసెస్ వాట్ ఈస్ ప్రాసెస్ ప్రాసెస్ ఈస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అండర్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ప్రాసెస్ దట్ ఈస్ ద డెఫినేషన్ ఇన్ విండోస్ in Ubuntu or Unix based systems we call it as demon whatever తెలుస్తుంది ఊరికే చెప్తారు లచ్చల they are called demon. Okay, process in the same word process there they will call it as demons. Anyways, here the process keyword is even happily okay for Linux systems also, but there is a word for that. Understood? Sir, process is a global object where you can get it. So here what kind of information you get? When Karthik introduced to Lohit, what he must have asked, where do you stay? What is the hostel fee? How many rooms are there? How many beds are there? Does he ask or not? Please ask once. Okay. You may need it. I am just saying, right? So process will have all this information. What is the architecture? Sir, we have some blockages. Directly, they don't ask you to write a program, CRUD operations in React.js with Redux. Oh, you guys will do it. You kill that. But they will first conduct MCQ exams. In the MCQs, they will ask these kind of things only. Kada? అవునా కదా? దేర్ ఏ ఎంసీక్యూ మార్క్స్ లేదు కదా, ఇవన్నీ నడవదు ఎట్లా అంటే కుదురుతుందా? సో ప్లీజ్ ఈవెన్ ఐ రిపీట్, even if you attend 10 years experienced fellow also, they first conduct machine test with MCQs. You can't escape things. Okay, you need not to remember all these things, but they will ask you, how do you get the architecture in Node.js? This is the question. How do you get the system architecture version using Node.js? What is the answer? Process object, math object. They ask you like that. So here it is, architecture, ARM64. I get ARM64. I don't know, what do you get? I mean, आपका क्या? मेरा ARM, my laptop is a mobile chipset. Yours is x64 architecture, x64, right? And I should not showcase all these things, but I have already. You can use kill function, process dot kill, and just pass the process ID. It will kill that process. What do you mean by killing the process? Blood down the no blood system. It will stop the process. Then exit, get ID, change directory. Can you see this? These all constants are available under process. This env is needed. Yeah, those people who are really working for larger context, and those people who really want some applications to be launched in the AWS or some other place. For example, there are some cloud, like what was that, sales हम यूज करते थे ना, Heroku, or else your Netlify, or else Renderer, or else AWS. These all clouds will give a port for your application. That particular port cannot be decided by you. That will be generated by cloud, and that will be mentioned here, env, in the env file, process.env.port. For your application, you will have a port number must be running on that. Okay, so we need this information. Where do we have? See, 1 second. I had to speak in Telugu. ఇప్పుడు మన అప్లికేషన్ కంప్యూటర్ మీద రన్ అవుతుంది. రన్ అవుతుంటే ఎక్కడ రన్ అవుతుందనే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కావాలా వద్దా? బ్రౌజర్ కాదు కదా ఇది, కంప్యూటర్ కదా. You need. So when your application is running on your computer, you definitely need the information on which the program is running. Like maybe not memory, port numbers, process IDs, these kind of information is necessary. Global variables, all these things are necessary. Those all informations will be available in process global object. Under env, there are so many things. Connected, disconnected, main. Yeah. Okay, you need not to remember anything, my dear friends. Only practice will give you all the capability, but at least you should be able to say what is there in the process global object. What is process global object? And at least you are in a position to say that it's a global object which will have the information of current running application. Okay. So generally I use this process. 1 second, guys. I want to clear the console dot clear the previous outputs. Biscuit. Okay. I don't want to print this. It's too big, guys. Process dot env. Yeah, PID दिखाते env dot port. I'll tell you, one day I wasted almost 8 hours by typing this typo. We remember that day. It is saying now undefined because it is not defined. I have not defined any particular port number for this application. Tomorrow I will define it and I will show you. Tomorrow I will define that and I will show you. Even tomorrow in the coming classes. When you launch your applications on the cloud, they will give you the port number. So how do you access that port number? Process dot env dot port. Okay, sir. Now I have explained everything on important things. The same information I need when I am deploying my application in the cloud. There, I can't explain you. You remember what is port? Malli mottam nenu start cheyanu. I can't start that. So careful and see this. I had to tell you this. Some of the people are very much interested on learning advanced things and they want to prove themselves. But even if it is a basics class, some are the other points will be needed for even 20 years experienced people also. Even 30 years experienced people also. Some things I might have done and they might have not done that. Right? ముందే చెప్తున్నా. Some things will be discussed and you have to. రేపు ఇదంటే నాకు తెలుసులే అంటే కుదరదు అట్లా. Things will be there. Okay, one of the point is process.env.port. You will understand how crucial it is. How crucial it is. Next process, okay. PID. What is PID? Process ID. You may need process ID. Now you don't have port ID. PID. Not capital letters. It is PID. The PID is 39910. This is the process ID. That means the ID which is used in my computer, in my CPU. Which CPU? I have only one CPU, right? Acha. Sir, please don't go in depth. I have processor, right? In my i5, i7 processor. In that processor, my programs will run. Every program will have one process ID. So if I do that now, the process ID got changed. The number got changed. Can you see this? But port number won't change. Port number will be static and constant for the whole application development process. Clear? Chalo. So I hope you're fine with the process ID. And if you need some more information, I will let you know later. Next. Wait. Yeah. Just like window object, this process object will be used. Window object will be not available here in Node.js because we are not dealing anything with the window. Window is there only for browser. Here it is process will have so many things. One more. Okay. They are not global objects. Okay. Exporting and importing modules. First of all, before exporting, we should understand what is import. What is import? Leave about Node.js technology. Throw it away. Tell me what is import. Do we import anything? Do we and India? Do India import anything? Cheda. ఏం ఇంపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది? ఏం గూడ్స్? These laptops, monitors, this mouse, Logitech, which is imported. It is not made in India. This is imported from Austria, some country. Okay, some country. Maybe America. That Dell laptop, where is the Dell? Dell. That computer came from America. Okay, to make some sound on our institute. Okay, this beautiful laptop came from America. Okay, to do some work. Okay, anyways, so this is importing, but the same way in our program we are supposed to import the packages so that those packages will give you objects. In that objects we have more properties and functions. With that we can do much better things. Hello. Yes, I'm not talking about external packages. I'm talking about internal package. Already Node.js already gives you some packages, but they are not global. So what we have to do? We have to import them. Calm down. Understood or not? Right? How to import them? Here it is. The Node.js is following two ways. One way, I can't tell you only one way. I have to tell you two ways. And we have to practice more in non-familiar way. What do you mean by non? Most of you guys are already completed Node React, right? So in the React, we import files, we import classes or not? How? Import class name or function name from file name. Yes or no? That is called as ES6 module system. By default, Node.js follow common JS module system. What is that? CJS, common JS. So here importing is little different. Here it is little different. See here, where OS is equal to require OS. So here I have imported a package called OS. That import will give you an object called OS. So this, sir, can I keep any other variable name? 100%. Okay, you can put na istam, ni istam, mera marzi, tera marzi, kuch bhi, whatever you want to put, you put it. But you have to use that. But I don't want to go like that. If I am importing OS module, I will import and I will put it in OS variable. So console.log of OS dot, you have platform. Save it, you can see. Okay, sorry, platform. It is saying my platform is Darwin. I don't know why it is Darwin. My OS model, Mac OS is Darwin. On Mac is going to show Darwin. Okay. In Windows, you will get x64 or something like that. That is platform as well as the platform. Okay. What else we have? Console.log of os.arch architecture. What is architecture I am following? ARM64. Sir, already we got these kind of things in the process.id, but here we have more. Okay, OS gives you more flexibility. I'll show you. And OS dot how much free memory I have in my computer. I have around 16 GB left in my computer. Is it 16 GB? Yeah, around 16 GB. I don't have much memory. Free memory. How much free memory I have? That is the information I got it in bytes. Free memory. Yeah, information. The same way, OS dot host name, platform, home directory, available parallelism, constants, Windows NT. Excellent. Is this? These are the constants I have now. Process constants. Okay. You may not have any meaning for this right now, but these are the constants right now I am available with. Okay. Let me comment out this because it is too big. OS dot available parallelism CPUs. I want to know how many CPUs I have. What do you mean by these many CPUs are there? Yes. In i7, how many CPUs will be there? Sir, that is processor. Inside the processor, now we have multiple CPUs. Okay? कितने? Course. 8, 16. How many I have? 8 it seems. 8. I have 8 cores. We had to check with that system also once. ज़्यादा है? तो नहीं चाहिए. Okay. So we have how many cores I have? 8 cores. So tomorrow will you tell me what are the cores? How many cores in your core? Each core is called one separate CPU. So like this, you have so many properties and methods. You can make use of it. I just want to see free memory, get priority, home directory, machine, network interfaces. What the hell are these network interfaces? They're all this is all. This is one MAC address I have. This is one network interface I have. These are the different network interfaces I have. Okay. Ante my system is having one Bluetooth, one Wi-Fi, one LAN connection. There are so many things, right? We'll have these many interfaces. Connections, Nana. All these information, I will get it over here. Okay. Sorry, network interfaces. తెలుస్తుంది ఒక్క 2 minutes. Yeah. So in the beginning, we will need to understand what are they and require console uptime, total memory. So my total memory is this much. Okay. You must be wondering the total memory means the hard disk size or RAM size. It is actually RAM. Not it is 85 GB, it is just 8 GB. Okay. Dot free memory user info version. Yeah. Darwin kernel, acha, kernel version 22.50. This is the root I have. Okay. So what is the module I am using here? What is the module I am using here? నేను ఇది చూపిస్తున్నా, ఇది పక్కన పెట్టు. మాడ్యూల్ ఏం యూజ్ చేస్తున్నా? వాట్ ఈస్ ద మాడ్యూల్ నేమ్? OS మాడ్యూల్. OS module has these all information, these all functions which will give you information. Tomorrow what we are going to do? We are going to see the file module. What does it do? It will access a file from your computer. It will read the file. It will edit the file. It will delete the file. Danger? Yes. Storing is also possible. It can create a file. Understood? So that is one part. There is one more module called HTTP module. It will create a complete server for you. It will accept HTTP requests. It will send the responses by using a module called HTTP mode. Got it? Even I would like to show you how to take inputs from the user. There are so many external packages. I will show you that external packages also, which will help us to read. Enter the first number, I will enter. Then enter second number, I will enter. Then the result is something. So how do we do that in Node.js? Will it be useful really? ఇప్పుడు నేను అన్నాను కదా, ఎంటర్ ద ఫస్ట్ నెంబర్, అట్లా ప్రింట్ అవ్వడం నిజంగా అవసరమా? Do we really need it? Have you ever experienced we actually need such kind of command line interfacing? Especially while you are installing React.js. Did they ask you, would you like to have routing or not? Would you like to have CSS or not? Or SESS or అడుగుతుంది నన్ను. It will ask you such kind of user interactivity, not with the forms or not with the pop-ups. I want the user interactivity in command line. When you are, sir, any ways you need it. I know you need it. Okay, but start searching where you have observed. I just want to pick you from there. You have to first start observing these kind of things. Okay. So tomorrow what we are going to do? We are going to do two things. One is reading the files, and the second thing is user interactivity, user interfacing. That is what actually we call user interfacing. Got it? Be excited for tomorrow and be attentive. Chalo, see you tomorrow.